It's time for some speculation, and the speculation is not only about where am I tonight. Well, you can leave it in the comments if you know where I'm, and I guess for the Germans it might be quite easy thing to do. But I'm talking about things that, in my point of view, are somewhat coming together for NIO here, or could come together. Remember, this is very speculative here, but what I want to talk about is my previous video about virtual power plants, so what battery swap stations possibly could do, how they could be monetized, and then also how this could become a game changer for NIO management if they play it well. So first of all, I only talked about virtual power plants and its potential in China, right? And of course this still needs to be developed, but there seems to be a big game plan by China. Now, think about it. We have these speculations or hints around a possible partnership between NIO and some German OEMs. But the other day also Jason, which by the way, I invite you to come here on the YouTube channel and have an interview with me if you want, because we don't know you in person, but you've got great content on Twitter. And there was one tweet I liked, which was that he suggested that NIO should partner up with Ford. And if you have watched the automotive industry in China, then Ford was one of the companies who's actually exiting the Chinese market because they have no chance. But on the other hand, you saw my video about that NIO is somewhat in trouble for entering the US market. Let's say not trouble, but delaying it, trying to find the right strategy and so on. And well, Jason said, and that was a good idea, NIO should partner with Ford. Now the question is, how could they partner? We know that Ford and NIO had a little bit of a partnership in China when it comes to the EV chargers. But now everything comes back to battery swap stations and virtual power plants. If NIO can really pull this off and monetize battery swap stations in a network of virtual power plants, then this becomes an asset which they can play into possible partnership roles, in my point of view. That doesn't mean that this is the game plan. It doesn't mean that this will happen. It just means that there is the potential for it, that if the things are executed the right way, NIO management could certainly pull this off. So what I'm thinking about here, just take the example of Ford. Ford is out of China, so they don't have maybe the best, they don't have much to say for China anymore, right? But they could offer for NIO a great chance to tap into the US market. And what if NIO gives them the ownership of the battery swap stations in the United States, which could then play into a virtual power plant grid ecosystem that could also be established in the United States, which surely will happen in every country, because this just makes a lot of sense in an age of renewable energies and so on. But think about it, a Chinese company has zero chances of owning a part of the grid, of the energy grid in the United States for sure, but maybe not any other Western country. And so what if NIO says, okay, we don't own it, we don't even profit from the benefits of arbitrage trading, which we have proven in China, but we let Ford build and own it, and with that bring battery swapping to the United States. And then they roll out a new platform which might be called the NT 3.0 platform, which is not only for NIO vehicles but maybe for other vehicles as well. And suddenly this has a whole new value proposition for Ford in the United States, as an owner of infrastructure that is being monetized, plus it's giving them the platform to actually build EVs on. And now this is just Ford and the United States, and I think there's very low chances that this is happening just the same way as I just said it, but this is a theoretical example how it could play out in an ideal world, and maybe it's happening, maybe NIO works on it, who knows. But now also the same thing, think it through with Mercedes-Benz. Maybe the NT 3.0 platform, which might be Alps, right? The sub-brand. Maybe this is a new platform that is open for every manufacturer, and Mercedes-Benz is one of them. And then again, they might want to have a stake, an ownership in battery swap station infrastructure in Germany and Europe, because that immediately gives them an edge over competition. Plus they have the ability to build their own cars, their own brand on the battery swap stations. And with that, this changes the game also in the case of Mercedes-Benz. And I'm highlighting this only to say, well, these are just two examples. They are theoretical. I'm not saying this is going to happen, but it seems like to me this virtual power plant thing plus this new platform NT 3.0 or maybe the Alps sub-brand might be a whole new game plan for NIO here, and a whole new opportunity, and especially when it comes to going global. That's something to think about. I'm not sure what you think about it. This was just an idea spark from my side, and yeah, I'd like to open the comment section and hear your thoughts. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.